Hey guys, welcome. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Whitney with That Whitney Life. As you can see, I'm in my car. I am going on vacation, just a weekend getaway, and I forgot to film an intro and an outro for this video. But anyways, this video is really exciting because I am doing a collab, and I am doing a collab with Melissa Makes It DIY. I'll have her channel linked in the description box, but she does really cute DIYs. She does a lot of like little mini DIYs and then a lot of high-end dupes, which is what this video is going to be. So make sure you go over to her channel. I'm so excited to see what she created. Without further ado, let's jump into it. I saw these candle holders on the Pottery Barn website and they were like 80 bucks a piece, and I knew that I could make them with Dollar Tree stuff. So I got these 3 vases. One of them is just a votive candle holder and it's already frosted, so I didn't need to do much to that one. And I thought I could do this with a tiny bit of white paint and some Mod Podge. And I painted it on the inside of it. And this just did not work out. You could see the streaks. It was pretty opaque, more opaque than I thought it was going to be. So luckily it wipes off or washes off really easily. So this time I decided to do just Mod Podge. And it kind of did the same thing. It was just streaky, bubbly. It just wasn't working. So I tried adding water to the mixture, dumping it in the vase and just kind of coating the inside. That didn't work either. And then I tried sponging it on. That didn't work. And then I just tried it with a tiny bit of paint and a towel, and that didn't work. So I just wanted to leave this in just to show you, mistakes and what not to do. And that's not always going to be perfect. So I broke down and I bought this frosted glass spray paint by Rust-Oleum. And this was so much better. And it was about $5 for the can. And look how much better it turned out. It actually is frosted glass. Then I got this contact paper, kind of like the wood contact paper from the Dollar Tree. I just cut it down to the width and the length that I needed it and wrapped it around the jars. And here's how they turned out. Unfortunately, I don't have any candles that actually work right now. All the batteries are dead and I don't have any batteries for them. So I can't show you what it looks like with a lit candle, but I really think that they look nice. And even in a grouping or spread out, whatever, I think they do look really nice and high end. And it was for like, what, $2 a piece or something like that? $3. So this next one was on Pottery Barn, and there's these beautiful terracotta pots. I could not find the round terracotta pots to save my life, but these were $60 to $80 a piece. I knew that these would be so easy to recreate. So I got these buckets from the Dollar Tree. If you use a little bit of nail polish remover, the lettering comes right off. And I'm actually making 3 of these, so I just did that on all 3. And then I took a piece of a sponge. I just got this sponge from Home Depot, and I sponged some white paint on it. I wanted to get like a full coverage, but I wanted it to be textured, if that makes sense. So now I took a little bit of white paint and mixed it with a little bit of brown paint. And the paint I used was actually the antique wax from Rust-Oleum. Just kidding. It's actually Waverly. And I just put in enough to make it the color that I wanted. And I was going for a little bit, kind of a creamy beige color. And I sponged that all over. I wasn't looking for full coverage at all. I did want some of the white to peek through. The paint got a little bit messy on that palette, so I transferred it into a jar, and I added a little bit more white paint just to lighten up the brown a little bit, but I wanted it kind of a light beige. And I just dabbed that all over, making it even less coverage than the first time because I wanted the white and the brown to peek through. I got a little bit heavy-handed on it, but it's okay. You can just go back and add more of that brown color. Now the terracotta pot had notes of gray, so I used Parisian gray from Folk Art, and I swiped it on, but I feel like I got a little heavy-handed, and then I used just straight brown, and I got a little heavy-handed on that. So I mixed gray and brown together and dabbed that on. Swiped it and dabbed it, especially over the areas where I got heavy-handed, and this is how they turned out. I think it's a pretty good dupe. I think I did okay. I actually really like these pots. They're very farmhouse, rustic. I like them a lot, and I put different greenery in them just so you could see, you know, how they look with different greenery. But, you know, we did these on a serious budget for about $2-3 a piece, maybe $4, $3 and some change, we'll say. I guess this is just a Pottery Barn video. I didn't realize that I got all of these off of Pottery Barn. I've been kind of collecting this over time, but I saw this beautiful gold feather picture and I knew I could do it for under $300 because that's how much it costs. So I got these. This is molding, wood molding from Home Depot, and it was about 81, I think it was 81 cents a foot. So I picked up a bunch of them and I cut them down with my miter saw. 2 are 27 inches and 2 are 9 inches. That's how much I needed, and they can be as big as small as you want. If you don't have a miter saw, you can get a miter box and it'll work just the same. And now I'm using some Gorilla Glue, and I used hot glue instead of clamps. It just worked a lot better. Gorilla Glue and hot glue, and I'm just gluing together this frame. And then I'm going to use little pieces that I had cut off painter sticks and just secure it even further. And this is a 15 by 30 canvas I got from Joann's, and everything at Joann's is on sale right now. So I got this for about $7, and I am going to cut the canvas off of it. I only need the canvas, the frame. Keep the frame though, because the frame was awesome. And then I'm just going to go ahead and sand down any splinters because I did get a splinter. This is joint compound. I'm just putting it in the cracks so it can fill all that in. It goes on pink, dries white, and then I just sanded all that off again, going around just to make sure I get all those splinters off. But I feel like I didn't fill it in enough. You can still see the cracks, so just make sure that you're not going crazy on the sanding because I feel like that's what I did. I didn't sand it off until it was flush. I think I sanded too much off. So I'm going to take it outside and paint it with some Rust-Oleum flat black spray paint. And I actually did go over it with some satin enamel. I like the Rust Stop more than the Painter's Touch satin enamel. So I just wanted a little sheen to it. I'm going to use some painter sticks to glue onto the frame of it. This was just because I had them on the corners and I knew it was going to elevate the canvas kind of funky, so I wanted to add something around the entire frame so it didn't look weird. And now I'm just stretching the canvas as tight as I can and gluing it onto the frame, and then I'm going to cut the excess off. I started out with a craft knife or X-Acto knife, whatever you want to call it, and scissors was way easier, so I just took the scissors and cut down as much as I could, cutting off all of the excess. And then I used some gold vinyl and cut out this feather. I just looked it up on the Cricut Design Space, made it the size that I wanted it, and cut it out. It did not want to stick to the canvas. So this was a little bit difficult. But you know what's funny is, like, even if you went and bought a Cricut Joy and got the vinyl and did this project, it would still be cheaper than buying the picture itself. But here's how it turned out, and I love it. I think it's perfect, you know, in my dining room where I have it. I'm definitely going to make a second one because this is going on a 9-foot wall hanging that I'll link the video for that in the description box, but that's where it's going, and it's not too shabby for about $15. I mean, we saved like $285, and I am living for it. Well, that is everything I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you go over to Melissa's channel to see what she made. And like I said, I will link her channel in the description box. But again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one. God bless.